I show you family. This is Edwin Rose, always trying to bring you guys the truth. Hey man, let's dive right into it today. And maybe I'm wrong, family. Maybe I'm wrong. I want to talk about people that influence the black community, whether you conscious or not. You know, and you know, people we must understand that everybody is not for us. Everybody doesn't have a black agenda. You know, my black agenda is for us to separate, create our own resort, build our own community. That's my agenda. That's what the donation page is for us. Freefunder.com. That's my agenda. That's my goal with the black community. What we should be doing, how we should be doing things. We should be separating from these people. But I want to talk about the people that we uplift in our community. And and like I said, this is no direct disrespect to anybody. This is just the amazement that I see when we like somebody, how we uplift them. Now, I did an entire video on metaphysics, breaking it down because when you hear the word metaphysics, you go into some like, oh man, that's some deep shit. No, it's a bunch of allegories and stories made up about the creation and origins. It's made up stories about creations and origins. It's not the truth. Um, when I first started getting into this conscious world, this conscious lane, or this conscious lifestyle, yes, I did study Bobby Hemmett. I followed his videos. He said a lot of shit that I did not agree with. And one of those things was about the Baphomet. He has the statue in his house. He says he has said it on videos that I've seen and I've watched that, if you want to worship this, worship it. It's the same thing. It's the same this. It's the black person. It's the this. It's the that. No, it's not. The shit never represented black people. It wasn't created by black people. It's not for black people. So when you perpetuate a lie, I can't fuck with you. We're not going to discuss all the other things that people have blasted him for, but go back and do some research about people that's really going at him. Like I said, for me, if you want to blur the truth, I can't fuck with you. So that's why I moved past Bobby Hemmett. That's why you don't see him on my Facebook page anymore. You haven't saw him on my page for years. I I mean, maybe once again, maybe that's somebody that you will like and can get you. And if you get into the, to me, my experience getting into this conscious world is that there's levels to this shit. There's people that can help you out and help you grow. There's people that you're going to go back to and continuously listen to. And there's people that you're going to be like, know if I like you. Okay. And for me, it's about the truth. If you're blurring the lines, I can't fuck with you. Okay. Don't get it twisted. There's a lot of intelligent people that do that. You're gonna get see a lot of people talk about metaphysics, and it sounds because metaphysics sounds interesting and intriguing, and like these motherfuckers is really smart and deep. Go look up the definition of metaphysics. Go look up the definition of metaphysics. It is a made up concept of the origins of things. This is why I try to tell y'all you got to read, you got to do research. So now, my mind process, even when I listen to people, I take what they say. I always have pen and paper ready. I write it down, I go look it up. I write it down, I go look it up. So, y'all know a couple of years ago, I opened my page so I can be around more conscious people. And I shut that shit down because it seems like more conscious people are also stuck at a certain place. They're not continuously trying to grow. It's impossible for you to say, this is it. This is all that there is, and Jesus is black. You can't get stuck in one root. You can't. Not on this conscious journey. This conscious journey is about elevating and evolving. Elevating and evolving. Because every time you elevate, you're going to evolve. Every time you move up a notch, you're going to evolve. I don't know how many. I don't know how many steps there are. I don't know how many levels there are, but I do know that there are levels, and I do know that people abuse the levels because you think that they are smart, and they know that you think they are smart, so they take advantage of this shit. Okay, so I was listening to some videos, and somebody kept talking about Black Dot, Black Dot, Black Dot, Black Dot. This, he should be in the forefront of the conscious community. Who is this Black Dot person? So I, went on YouTube, looked him up, saw a couple of videos. Now, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong because I clicked on the video where he's talking about he still listened to R. Kelly. The title of it is "I Will Not Stop Listening to R. Kelly." Y'all can. He needs to take that unk off. He needs to take that unk off because just by the looks of the man, I'm 49. He looks to be right around the same. He looks to be around in his 40s. No, he's a decent looking brother. He's not a bad looking brother, but he looks like he's my age. So one of the things that you do, one of the things that you realize when you become conscious is everybody is not on the same level. That's the first thing. Okay, everybody is not on the same level. That's number one. The second thing you realize is people understand things at different times. Okay. Um, he gave some bullshit ass thing about people saying, "Hey man, when you first heard that R. Kelly was dating Aaliyah and you stopped listening to his music, I applaud you. Hey man, when you saw the video and you stopped listening to his music, I applaud you. Hey, if you saw the documentary and you stopped listening to his music, I applaud you. But those that say that you are hypocrites after you watched the video or after you heard about Aaliyah, they're right. How are they right? How is that even how is that even a concept in somebody's head that after I get information about you and then I stop fucking with you that I'm a hypocrite because I listened to you prior. Prior I didn't have the information. Whether you knew about Aaliyah, because remember, they didn't promote that shit like they doing now. They didn't talk about that shit when they did the surviving R. Kelly shit, and they did the Aaliyah movie, and they was talking about it rampant for the last couple of years. They didn't talk about that like that back in the day, back in the '90s. They wasn't talking about that like that. That was speculation. We heard R. Kelly may have done this and may have done that, and hell, most of us didn't know R. Kelly was 14. I cannot be honest with you. I remember hearing it, but I didn't know how old R. Kelly. My life was too busy. I was pew 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 pew. Now, when I saw the videotapes, I went to a viewing party and saw the tapes. But once again, what the charges was dropped. So it's like, okay, these girls were either older or they did, you didn't have the information in front of you. Now, did it make me pull away from R. Kelly at the time? Hell yeah, I wouldn't buy no fucking R. Kelly album because this is strike number two. But now, the third time, I'm telling y'all, now, now I'm conscious. Now I'm at an age where I'm like, I can't fuck with you if you do XYZ. I can't fuck with you if you are a predator. I've done several videos about this. Now, this is a conscious man saying that he still listens to the music and he supports R. Kelly, and he knows R. Kelly is a predator. And he's a conscious brother? Y'all are actually saying promote this brother to be a leader of the conscious community? You can't judge someone when they become conscious. You can't say, hey man, you should have been conscious if you should have been conscious a long time ago, man, when you the first time you heard Jesus was fake. That's asinine. That's asinine. I can't get up here until hell, I've been doing this for a good 10 years now. So in my late 30s, I became conscious. And I fought with this shit because all of my life I've been Christian. I fought with the shit. This is why I started sharing these videos because I wanted my Christian family and friends and Facebook friends to get away from this evil shit that we've been indoctrinated in. I'm not going to bash anybody from saying to say now all of a sudden you became conscious and you became conscious in your 40s or 50s or some young people are even become conscious earlier than that. So if you're going to say that, you have to look at yourself and say, what the fuck was wrong with me? But that shouldn't even be a thought process because you got there. This dude has never got to the point where he's saying that I'm not listening to this predator's music. I still love R. Kelly. I won't stop listening to him. I don't want to play this bullshit on my page. Like I said, maybe I'm wrong. I don't want to play this bullshit supportive motherfucker on my page. But y'all go to this video and listen to this motherfucker. Some people should be stripped of their conscious tag. You're not conscious, brother. You're not conscious. You're not woke. You are sitting here telling the people that you and like I said, maybe he's doing some awesome ass work. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe he's doing some awesome work in the community. And once again, maybe I'm wrong. But you cannot sit up here and support a fucking pedophile. And let's put the term correctly. He's a serial pedophilia. He's a serial pedophilia. So not he's a predator on our community, on our young girls. And you uplift this motherfucker's music? Hey man, do y'all remember when I closed my page and I said there's too much bullshit with the conscious community? There's a lot of motherfuckers lost. It's a lot of motherfuckers, and not also the conscious community, but the black community. We uplift the wrong motherfuckers. We uplift. We sit here and all we want to do. Listen, man. Once again, I've done videos directly talking about we like to be entertained. We don't want to be educated. We want to be entertained. Maybe like I said, maybe this brother is doing some awesome shit, but once again, I'm telling y'all, once I find out you support a rapist, a pedophile, anybody that's against the foundation of our community and our struggle, I cannot fuck with you. You are not conscious. You're a fraud. You're a faker. You are the true scammer. You can't be trying to lead people and raping them behind the curtains. You can't be a true leader and celebrating celebrities. How can a conscious leader sit here and celebrate a pedophile? I listen to his music, man. I rock out to his shit. And then he says, "Listen, man, I might be even be older than dude. I don't know. I don't even want to know how. I don't even want to know his background." But one of the things he said in there is, "Music is tied to our memory bank. Music is hell. Food is too. But I know I gotta cut some shit out because it's bad for me. I know I don't eat McDonald's anymore because it's poison in the motherfuckers. I know I don't eat certain shit because it's unhealthy." See what I'm saying? Do y'all get it? What I'm saying? What do you understand? What this person is saying that just because I know this and I know that, now I still gonna listen to it. That is asinine. And then he's telling you all the shit. Oh man, I know all of this, but I still rock with it. Kudos to you guys, man. I'm one of the ones. It's tied to my memory. If such and such comes on, I'm gonna rock to it. This is why I say we gotta wake up. This is also why I say we gotta separate, because some brothers won't be. You can't bring these brothers along. Okay, you can't. You cannot bring these brothers along. You cannot bring a brother along that's going to tell you to worship Baphomet as origins is evil and inf- influence our people to worship something satanic. You cannot bring people along that's going to tell you to uplift a pedophile, because people are going to be like, "Oh, you're influential and you like R. Kelly, so that means I should like R. Kelly." No, R. Kelly should be wiped out of the black community. No more slides, no more step in the name of love. Like I said, I think I'm older than the brother, and there's songs that I like from art that I love from R. Kelly. I think R. Kelly was the man that, he was the hit maker at one point, man. He was doing his Thug Thizzle. But I can't rock that fool. I can't rock with him. I can't be up here jamming his music and shit. I can't even tell y'all that I jammed his music. And then, and if you are really conscious, he at least should have lied and said, "No, man, power to the people, man. I'm not gonna support no pedophile motherfucker." And then turn the camera. Act, you know how the people turn the camera off, and then the camera still be rolling, and turn around, and now he rocking to some R. Kelly. That's how we should have found out about the shit. Like, you was an undercover lover. You know what I'm saying? You should you. But you gotta believe people for what they say, family. You got to believe people for what they say. He says he loves this dude. He supports this dude. The music he loves is tied into his DNA. So you like a pedophile. I can't fuck with you. Can't fuck with you, brother. Now, this last one is probably the most important one that I want you guys to understand something. What is this cancel culture shit? What is this cancel culture shit that we talking about these days? And the only thing that you motherfuckers are canceling it is our people. You talking about cancel culture and you talking about canceling our people. Now, once again, I did a video. I showed you guys all the KKK. Well, I'm sorry. I showed you guys some KKK affiliated websites on Facebook. Knights of the Round Table, um, Knights of the White Table. There's a couple of things. I showed you, turned the camera around and showed you these things. They're on Facebook. Everybody has a right to their voice, everybody has a right to their opinion. And here's the deal: Kevin Samuels, once again, we're going back to, do you want to be educated or do you want to be entertained? I just saw a thing yesterday. I haven't watched the video, but I saw in a couple of weeks. This hasn't been a long time, but like maybe 2 weeks I haven't watched any of his videos, any of his material. But I saw a post yesterday that he has a 1 million subscribers. Okay. You guys made this man. Now you want to cancel him? Stop wanting to be entertained. Stop wanting to be entertained. Start going to these brothers and wanting to be educated. Stop wanting to be entertained, because you know what? Instead of going and listening to a motherfucker that's telling you that you're too big, that you're heavier than a man, that you're you're not you're too aggressive, you have more male tendencies than female tendencies. Instead of going and listening to a brother that's doing you like that, go listen to somebody that's trying to make some positive reinforcements. Create another page, or give somebody the platform, create a platform where you're in there talking about positive stuff, talking about mental healing, talking about the way we should be eating, talk about all the good stuff. See, y'all don't want that though. Y'all don't want that. Y'all gonna actually cancel a motherfucker that you created. Y'all gonna cancel a motherfucker that you guys created. How asinine is that? How asinine is that? Kevin Samuels wasn't popping for what? Until this year? Y'all have made him a household name, and now he has 1 million subscribers and only a few thousand people want to cancel him off of getting banned. Once again, this is why I shut my page down. I'm getting blocked. I'm getting banned. I'm getting. I got hit with a 90-day. I don't know nobody that got hit with 90 days. I showed it to you guys. I got hit with a 90-day restriction. I got hit with a 90-day ban. I'm like, 3 months? Really? Because if you get flagged so many times, and the material, the content is the truth. But if so many people flag you, they block your shit. So I was like, man, look at here. And since I went back private, I've had one thing come up to say that, what I said was offensive. Um, and if I do it again, I might get blocked, you know what I'm saying? Or they covered up a picture. And I don't like that shit, you know. Your show, and once again, they'll show us getting killed, raped, fucking brutalized, shot, beat up, stabbed all day long. But when we show some horrible shit on them, on anybody else's part, they want to cover it up. Notice that. I want y'all to notice that. Pay attention to that. That's why I told y'all stop watching this shit for a while. I done seen so many brothers get shot on Facebook. They showed us security camera footage. I know everybody didn't see this one. The young brothers were standing outside a convenience store, and motherfucker walked up and shot him in the head and walked off. And then you can see his body tense up. You could actually see when that man relaxes and pass away. You can see the blood running on the street. They show that shit. They won't cover that. They'll show it. You see one of these drug dealers kill these girls that then robbed them. They'll cover that shit up quick, and then they'll take it down. Now, I'll say this: they did take down the cop in the UK that raped the black girl. They did take that one down. But I saw that right here on Facebook. I saw that video right here on Facebook. Right here on Facebook. But we'll get restricted and covered and blocked for telling the truth. So, y'all, man, look, Kevin Samuels ain't doing nothing but entertaining y'all. Y'all allowed it. Y'all created it. So now, if y'all want to ban it, I mean, that's cool. But this is my point. Y'all got to stop wanting to be entertained. Y'all want to be entertained too much. Everything about you guys is he and ha ha and arguing and bitching. Y'all don't want the truth because you can, I've had, once again, man, I've had people come on my page and tell me that I should do debates and I should debate this and it's no debating the truth. Even up till yesterday, brother was talking about, you know, what you can and can't do in the Bible according to the Bible, and I showed him scripture, and he's like, "Well, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about clean versus unclean. Talking about could they eat pork?" The first answer is yeah, no. You're not supposed to eat it because it's an unclean animal. Now, see, what you have to understand is there's passages in there talking about unclean and clean, and there's passages in there talking about all the animals. And the passage goes to say that you can eat all the animals and you should not judge anyone that does choose to eat meat. So that's the Bible telling you you can eat all. He didn't say all except the pig. He didn't say all except the unclean. See, that would have actually been, bringing everything together and solidifying that it's not a contradiction. By you saying all God's creatures, people can eat. Because at first, you go to Leviticus, it talks about you can't eat rats. That's nasty and all this other shit. That's nasty. But then it says all of God's creatures are good. and don't judge those who eat it. So we can sit here and argue about what you think versus what something says and what something is. We can't argue when someone becomes conscious. I can't argue when someone says you should worship Baphomet. I'm not arguing with that person. Why am I arguing with that person? If that's what he says, I know that person is not for us. If you support a pedophile, I know that that person is not for the black community. You cannot be for the black community. You know what R. Kelly would look at if we built a community. Let's just say we built a community, right? Here it is. We got all these kids doing this. We got protection. We got all our stuff out there. You know what? If we brought R. Kelly in there, you know what he'd be doing? He'd be doing this. Man, I want to go over there and talk to the young girl. No, nigga, get the fuck up out of here. So you can't be around those people. And then let's just say he's at the barbershop and he's telling his story and he's telling brothers that this is okay. The Muslims, man, it's okay. She's 9 years old. It's okay. Hey, as soon as she have her first period, it's okay. It's okay. She ready. You can get down with the get down. Some sick motherfuckers. Some sick motherfuckers, and they should be beaten across the head with a baseball bat. But anyway, man, that's why I wanted to talk about this morning. And like I said, maybe I'm wrong. Just maybe I'm wrong. I doubt it, but maybe I'm wrong that I don't fuck with people that support, uplift pedophiles, rapists, con artists. I don't support you. Um, Celebrities. If you uplift a celebrity, I don't fuck with you. Bobby Hemmett. Like I said, the thing for me was him telling you to worship Baphomet. One of the first things that I noticed when I was watching the brother and when I first started off, that's what threw me off of Bobby Hemmett. And then once I started learning metaphysics or studying metaphysics, metaphysics is just a made up concept about the origins of something. What the fuck are you talking about then? You're talking gibberish. You're talking to hoobla hop, like you be talking about. The kundalini is the pussy, and this pussy can sit right here on my face, and I'm gonna look. And then you gotta open the mouth, and when you open the mouth, that's the divine lightning. Get the fuck out of here. The fuck out of here, bro. You don't know what you're talking about, bro. Get the fuck out of here. That is not right. Get the fuck out of here. And Kevin Samuels, don't be trying to cancel this man when y'all created this man. Y'all like being entertained, so keep being entertained. Go to his page, entertaining. But do I think that's wrong? I think that's wrong for you guys. I think it's wrong for you to create this monster, then want to go kill the monster. But you got brothers like myself and other brothers and sisters on his page, on my page, on everybody on this social media thing that's trying to educate you and uplift you about things, and you won't support it. I still have $0 on my on my free funder. $0. And I want to do the most for you. I ain't Farrakhan, the fake Farrakhan. I ain't Farrakhan and telling y'all that hey man, we need 1 million people to go here and get all the money and then bounce. I ain't did that for y'all to y'all. I'm telling you, if we get this money, if we do this money, we're gonna build a resort. The money, the weakest Indian resort, man, right now makes 1.3 billion. I'm sorry, $1.3 billion. Man, I see that as our utopia. I see that as our utopia, man. We build a beautiful, nice resort where these athletes and entertainers can come and spend their money. Where we can start saying, "Hey, man, come spend your money. It's black owned. We have our own reservation out here. You can live a little free. You can have a little freedom out here. You can't be out there raping nobody though. You might not make it off the reservation if we catch you raping somebody. There will be consequences. See, that's what I'm saying. When you really talk about when you really talk about having some morals and having some type of moral fiber about yourself, a moral compass about yourself, motherfuckers get scared because you know why? Because a lot of these people are dirty. This is why you can't pick and choose when somebody evolves. This is why you can't say, oh, this person heard this and you still rock with this person. But at some point I evolved past that. At some point I looked at Christianity and I said, this is not the right way to go. Listen to what they're doing. I can't fuck with you. See, when you elevate, this is why I say there's levels to this shit. When you elevate to this level, and even people that are here, I love R. Kelly. What the fuck did you say? Really? Nah, I can't fuck with you. I like I said, it doesn't matter what you've done now. Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you gave thousands of speeches. Like I said, maybe it's my fault. I went to the wrong video first. I probably would have got on here and said, "Hey man, there's a new conscious brother on the planet. You know, I never heard of him. What was his name? Black Dot. I never heard of the brother before. I heard somebody mention his name and kept mentioning his name, said he should be one of the leaders in the conscious community. And I'm like, okay, cool. Let me check this brother out. Maybe he's spitting some fire shit. First video I clicked on. I showed it to y'all. Sucking R. Kelly's dirty dick. But you know now. You got all the information now. As a conscious person, once you get the information, then we make our decision on what we want to do. That's what the conscious person does. That's what a true conscious person does. If you haven't evolved to that point, fine. Fine. But you're a little older than these young bucks. And these young bucks are actually saying, you can't tell me shit because if you tell me something, I'm going to go research it. Then I'm going to draw my own conclusion. That's the beautiful thing about researching. That's the beautiful thing about having our own science labs because we can draw our own conclusion. We can test things and draw our own conclusion of it. Not somebody else's, ours. So if you were truly conscious, you got all this information now. Oh shit, he tried to marry Aaliyah when she was 14? Oh shit. The first video. Okay. Wow, I did see it. It was fuzzy, but I saw it. Now you got surviving R. Kelly and all these rape cases, and he's in jail for it. Okay. I can't fuck with you now. I don't give a fuck when you realized it. I don't give a fuck when you realized it. I don't give a fuck when you realize it. All I'm asking you to do is realize it. I don't give a fuck when you realize the Bible is satanic. God is evil. He's a tyrant. I don't care when I'm not asking you to put a time date on it. I'm asking you to realize it. Realize it and walk away from the book. You're not worshiping what we were taught, how we were taught, what we were taught. It's actually the opposite. And then see that notion, because Bobby understands that. And with that notion, that's why he says go worship Baphomet, because evil is actually good. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. It's not evil is good and good is evil. No, no. The only person in the Bible that was intended to be good that you guys confuse with all the other entities is Lucifer. Lucifer is the only person or entity in the Bible that's meant to be good. That's it. Lucifer is not Baphomet. Baphomet is not Lucifer. All the other entities in the Bible, good or bad, are meant to be evil. Period, point blank. All of them are meant to be evil. Moses is the one said, bash the kids, kill the kids. And if the young maiden has known a man, kill her. But the ones that hasn't known a man, keep them for yourself. Moses said that. But anyway, y'all, y'all keep listen, fam. We got to do better. Once again, like I said, maybe it's me, but we got to stop doing the things, and we got to start wanting to be educated and not entertained. Stop looking for entertainment and go find good brothers in your community that's doing positive things. All right, hotel.